What up, peace, silly listeners? Welcome to the podcast where we shoot the shit and we take our silliness seriously. The Professionally Silly Podcast. It's your audible boo thing, Amber Smiles Jones. Hey, y'all. Welcome to another silly episode of me and the things that I find online that I can't wait to share with you. Make sure you guys subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. It is extremely helpful. If you are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or maybe another podcasting platform, if you're using those platforms, I'm going to need a 5-star review. It is the only way that my podcast can grow. And if you are watching this on YouTube right now, click that thumbs up button pretty please and share your favorite episodes with your friends and fam. That'd be dope. Have some silly moments together. So this week, and end of personal story time. Okay. Sometimes it's just like, it's just been it was definitely one of those weeks where I had 2 Mondays. Monday and Tuesday were both Mondays for me. And I'm already exhausted. I'm literally recording this on Tuesday, my second Monday. I am so tired, but I always got time for some silly. Let's go ahead and get to our POC excellence segment. I'm really excited about this one because I was very surprised at this. Apparently this happened a while back, but it's still amazing and I can't wait to share with you. Next, right here on the Professionally Silly Podcast. This week, I came across our POC on an Instagram page that is actually called @images you won't see on TV, which I believe it. It says here, meet 41-year-old Johnny Kim, who has changed his career 3 times. 3 times. And when y'all hear these careers, you're gonna be like, damn, what? Is this man a superhero? He has become a Navy SEAL, a trained Harvard University doctor, and a NASA astronaut. This man was a Navy SEAL. Did you hear that? A Navy SEAL, a trained Harvard University doctor. Do you know how hard it is to get into Harvard? And a NASA astronaut. I'm telling you, this man is a superhero. I'm telling you, we're going to see him somewhere on the side of a building wearing a cape and some tights, saving somebody. I'm telling you, watch. All right, it goes on here to say Johnny Kim is a Navy SEAL, Harvard-trained doctor, and NASA's first Korean-American astronaut. After completing 100 combat missions and earning a Silver Star, he graduated from Harvard Medical School. Now, he's set to launch to the International Space Station this March for an 8-month mission as a flight engineer. Now, I don't know if the flight engineer is also an astronaut, but if it's not, that's the 4th goddamn job. Go ahead, Johnny Kim. And congratulations, man. You are setting the tone here for being the first American Korean astronaut for NASA. That's dope. So here are your flowers, Johnny Kim. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You are an inspiration to the POCs out there. There are reasons behind everything, even the way our food is packaged. Next on the Professionally Silly Podcast. All right, so I came across this amazing list from Ranker.com. I'm sure you guys remember Ranker. That is still one of my favorite little websites to check out every now and then on a good day of boredom. So they actually have something here. It's called The Actual Reasons Food is Packaged the Way It Is, ranked by the most logical packaging style. So, and this was written by Emily Pogg, I believe is how you say her name, this year in April. Let's go ahead and check out this website here. The very first one that I wanted to share with you guys was interesting because I didn't know it, never even thought about it. Maybe you did. I don't know. Most of you were smarter than me. It says here, raw meat sits on a pad to absorb dangerous juices. You know that little white little pad that's in the bottom of your like steak and your chicken and stuff? That absorbs dangerous juices. First of all, I didn't know that they were also packaging shit that still had dangerous juices. I didn't know that. It goes on to say here, after throwing meat into your pan, have you ever accidentally tossed that little white pad in with it? And then thought, what is this little piece of paper for anyway? The absorbent pad is very important for keeping meat safe for humans to eat. It keeps the meat from sitting in liquid. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Which could cause more bacteria to grow in the meat. Okay, see, that's what I was thinking after I read the sentence before that one. Okay. It, it goes on to say the pad also soaks up bacteria spreading juices so they don't accidentally get on your kitchen counter or leak in your refrigerator. Oh. The pads are highly regulated by the FDA, which want to ensure nothing in them will be absorbed by the food you put in your body. Okay, so it's asking me, does that make sense? An upvote or a downvote? I'm going to give it an upvote. That makes sense. Okay, cool. 96% of people agree with me. Oh, I love Ranker. They get me. Let's go to the next one here. Okay, so the next one here is interesting. I never thought about it, but it makes sense. Dog kibble is sold in thick bags. This is actually to fight off pests. And that makes sense because they can chew through paper. Let me tell you something, all right? The thick plastic bags that dry dog food is packaged in weren't designed just to support the weight of the kibble. See, that's what I would have thought if I ever thought about it. The liners in the dog food bags offer protection against pests and bugs while also keeping out air and sunlight. This protective packaging keeps dry dog food fresh for many months, up to 18 months. I don't know of any dog food that I've had or cat food in my past either that has lasted 18 months. The food is eaten quickly. So although many people tend to pour their dog food into plastic tubs or containers, it's recommended that you keep the food in the bag, which you can then put into any container. Oh, that just sounds like a lot. I guess that makes sense because you're also keeping the light off of it too. Huh. Okay, does that make sense? I'm going to say yes, that makes sense. 95% of people agree with me. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go on to the next one. Bacon. Ooh, bacon is not sold in resealable packaging because it needs to be kept airtight. That makes sense. It's pork. Pork already has a hell of a lot of bacteria in it already, I'm assuming, and I love it. Well, bacon, it's my fucking favorite. Oh, bacon. It says here, wouldn't it be great to have a little zipper on your bacon package to seal it back up what you didn't use? A resealable element to bags of bacon, however, might make your bacon go bad faster. Manufacturers place bacon in airtight vacuum-sealed packages to ensure the longest shelf life before opening. If companies incorporated a resealable feature, they wouldn't be able to achieve the same level of airtight sealing, and the pork might spoil more quickly. So for now, you're stuck tearing open bacon packages with a knife and using the bacon as quickly as possible, which shouldn't be a problem. And she's absolutely right. Does that make sense? Yes. 89% of people agree with me. See, that number went down a little bit. It's in the 80s now. That makes sense to me. And now there is one more that I want to share on this one. And this one is one that I think we've all wondered about at some point in our lives. And because it has always pissed me off. Why is there so much fucking air in my bag of chips? It is like half the bag. Can I get some more chips in there, please? I think we're about to find out why. It says here, all the air in chip bags keep the chips from breaking. I don't give a fuck about some broken chips. Give me more chips. I'm sorry, I got mad. There's more. I just got triggered as fuck. Okay. Most of us have felt the frustration of reaching for a new unopened bag of chips only to realize that the bag is only half full of the salty snack. But there is a specific reason for all the air. If you're listening to this on the podcast, I did air quotes. Yeah, I shut up. It hit me after I did it. The air inside the bag is nitrogen. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I just thought it was air. Called slack fill. What a weird name. That is pumped into the bags prior to sealing. The nitrogen protects the chips from being broken in transit. And also prevents them from going prematurely stale. Most chip companies follow this nitrogen filling practice, with the insides of the average chip bag being composed of 43% air. So damn near 50. Damn near half the bag. Anyways, it says, I'm so mad. It says here, curious what the least air-filled chip bag on the market is? That would be Fritos, with 19% air in its bags. Well, that's because them things is thick as fuck. Of course they're not going to break. Does that make sense? I'm going to say no because I'm pissed. Well, only 12% people agree with me, but I only hit no out of like pettiness. I'm pissed off. That made me so mad. And the fact that on here right now is a bag of salt and vinegar chips, Lay's, that pisses me off even more because that's the bag I be grabbing. I'm so fucking pissed. You know what? Let's go to the next doggone thing here. All right, so I'm going to tell y'all about this dude who got a weird hair transplant next on the Professionally Silly podcast. I am so annoyed, bro. Like, you could at least, like, make it 30% air. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give us some more chips. Like, we don't mind if they're broken. It's okay. Because we're going to eat them. Anyway. Let's talk about this rapper with the hair thing. Ugh. All right, so guys, I came across something on Instagram, the page at this how things work. Literally, this how things work. And I saw this on my timeline, and it looks ridiculous. It just seems stupid. Here it says here we have rapper Dan Sir. Never heard of him. Maybe it's because I'm old. I don't know. Dan sounds like a SoundCloud rapper to me, but I could be wrong. This dude might be real big in Mexico. Maybe it's Don Sir. Maybe it's Don. All right, whatever. Rapper Don Sir gets gold chains surgically implanted in his scalp. I want you to let that sit for a second, what I just fucking said. He got gold chains surgically implanted into his fucking scalp. Like his scalp, where his head is, like where hair come out. That's what. Did that. He looks like a fucking idiot. I mean, it does look cool, but it also looks stupid. It just cannot be healthy. Forget. Oh God. All right, let me just read what this fucking says here. It says Mexican rapper Dan Sir underwent a surgical procedure in 2021 to have gold chains implanted into his scalp, replacing his natural hair. If you are watching this right now on YouTube, you are seeing it as we're talking, and it's just stupid. I'm sorry. This is stupid. Let's go on. They go on to say on the Instagram page at this how things work. I think they meant this is how, but it says this how things work. Anyways, they go on to say he says to be the first rapper in history to achieve this unique look. He thinks this is an achievement. Okay. The procedure involving implanting hooks into his skull, from which various gold chains hang, giving the appearance of golden hair. This thing said implanting hooks into his skull. What? Why? Why though? Dan Sir showcased this transformation on his TikTok account, where he explained, I have it as a hook that is implanted in my head, and that hook has hooks, and they are all hooked in my skull under my skin. That is a quote. Under his skin. That makes my head hurt. Oh, I am not tender-headed, but this is crazy. Oh my God. Oh. While the rapper has maintained this look since the surgery, medical experts have raised concerns about potential health risks associated with such implants. Motherfucking duh. These include risk of infection, skull fractures, oh shit, and a permanent hair loss due to the invasive nature of the procedure and the added weight of the chains. I don't like the way that makes my body feel hearing that. Ugh. Oh my God. So there is a hilarious comment here, and it says here under the post, it says, money can't buy good taste. Somebody else said he better hide when there's lightning. Somebody else said, I wish I never saw this. No, same. Imagine getting an MRI. Ooh, good point. Good point. Like, how do you sleep like that? You can't just put it up in a ponytail. It's fucking gold. How do you sleep like that? Yeah. So I'm gonna post some images of this on the podcast Instagram at It's Pro Silly. Check that out. Y'all generation is weird as fuck. I don't know what else to say. Look, I have some new. Y'all are fucking up my teases into the next segment. I can't. I'm annoyed. Like I was like upset. Now I'm annoyed. I have some great news about a childhood TV show that we all love. And AMC theaters, they got something to say. Next on the Professionally Silly podcast. Damn it. People like this are allowed to vote. It said Mexican rapper, so maybe he's not here. I don't want him voting here. That's just how I feel. I cannot, man. He looks like a cross between a grill and a chandelier. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should throw meat on his face or turn the light on. Oh my God, I am such a bitch. All right, let's go on to the next thing. I found out some amazing news about a childhood memory of mine, something that definitely raised me as a kid, and most of us, especially if you are a millennial and older, Sesame Street. Now, y'all know Trump tried to take down, public funding for the things that we grew up with that were free. And so it looked like we wasn't going to have Sesame Street no more. That's what it was starting to look like. But Netflix decided to go ahead and step right on up. That's right. They stood up and they decided to take on Sesame Street. That's right, baby. Now, I got to say, Netflix, this is not the first time they have done that for a show that was going to be canceled, no matter what the reason was. For instance, Lucifer, at one point it was on Fox, and Fox does what Fox does, which is cancel every show every 2 seasons. It's gone. By the way, at one point, Fox canceled Family Guy at one point. That actually happened, but fans brought it back. So Fox does what Fox does, but Netflix said, hey, Sesame Street. I tell you what, we're going to put all of your old episodes on there. And then we're going to put your new episodes of Sesame Street are going to be on Netflix. Here's what I'm going to do. I forget the date as to when this happens, so I'm going to ask Gemini. Hey, Gemini, when is Sesame Street coming to Netflix?
Sesame Street is coming to Netflix, but it will still be available on PBS Kids. The new season will premiere on Netflix, and episodes will be available on PBS Kids the same day.
And what day is that?
There's no official date for the premiere yet, but it's expected to be sometime later this year.
All right, cool. So that also means it will still be available on PBS Kids, which is great. But we're going to have newer episodes. It sounds like it's going to be on Netflix. I'm not sure if the new episodes will also be on PBS Kids, but I believe all the older episodes, should be available on there as well. But I am really excited about this because I felt kind of like down. It's just like everything is changing and not a lot of it is for the good. I don't get political, and I'm not going to, but I will say this. I am not happy with the state of our country currently. End of statement. Moving on to the next thing. AMC theaters. Let's talk about AMC movie theaters. They are doing something that is bomb-diggity great. Beginning, and I'm reading it right here off of an Instagram page, again, at Reselling Secrets. Again, at Reselling Secrets Instagram page, it says here, beginning July 9th, AMC will sell movie tickets for $5 all day, every Wednesday. Beginning July 9th, it says here, the deal comes after the success of their half-price Tuesdays as they try to drive more traffic during the week. You copy some cheap tickets? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because let me tell you something. I enjoy the movie experience, but what I don't enjoy is how expensive that shit is. I remember when I was growing up, movie tickets were $5. This is great. And I get off of work pretty early on Wednesdays, so I can probably get a nice little matinee in when there's not a lot of people around. Ooh, that makes me so happy. I get to have the movie going experience and not lose my shirt. Now, they didn't say shit about concessions. Let me just scroll and see. No, it says AMC to offer 50% off tickets on Wednesdays starting this summer. Okay. So, yeah, that's what it's saying here. Beginning July 9th. Weekly. Okay. Every Wednesday, $5 tickets. That is crazy. Again, it don't say shit about the concessions. It's so funny. Somebody literally just commented. I just read it. It says, yeah, and their popcorn would still be $20. Well, listen, boo. I'm going to sneak in a Big Mac. Fuck that. I'm sneaking in a 10-piece, bitch. Lemon pepper, stop playing. Yo, try to stop me. I had a last minute idea, a little segment to end this episode, which I actually kind of want to do again in the future, this little bit here. I have a lot of random things that I want to know, and I want to ask Gemini because it's fun. You can actually hear her response. And by the way, you can change Gemini's voice. I chose this one because, you know, she sounds sexy or whatever. I'm single. I'm like chronically single. Okay. So I asked ChatGPT to come up with some random things that I could ask Gemini. And one of them I feel like is kind of interesting. And I kind of want to see what it's going to say. Gemini, explain how to survive a zombie apocalypse using only IKEA furniture.
Well, first off, you'd want to barricade yourself in a room using a PAX wardrobe system. It's sturdy and spacious, perfect for keeping those pesky zombies out. For weapons, you could use a Poang armchair as a battering ram or a lax side table as a shield. And don't forget about the kitchen. A well-placed Verhoja kitchen cart can be a lifesaver for storing food and supplies.
Well, damn. Thank you so much. she that was very detailed. I gotta say, let's try another one here. Gemini, act like you're a 1950s diner waitress who also gives life advice.
Oh, hon, you want some advice with that burger? Well, in my experience, the best way to get through a tough time is with a little sugar and a whole lot of spice.
Go ahead.
All right. What can I get for you?
I guess I'll have a large fry and a banana milkshake and a double cheeseburger with extra bacon and cheese.
Ooh, a double cheeseburger with extra bacon and cheese? That's a hearty choice. And a banana milkshake and large fry to go with it? You've got good taste. I'll get that order right in for you. Anything else I can get you while you wait?
I'm trying to understand if this bid is over. Are you now my waitress?
Oh, I'm so sorry, hon. I got a little carried away there. What can I help you with?
Oh. Not Gemini getting lost in the bit. That's so random. All right, I tell you what. Let's ask Gemini one more question, and let's see if we can get inspired today. And I'm going to just make this one up here. Hey, Gemini.
Hey, what's up?
Can you give my listeners, my podcast listeners, some inspirational advice about just getting through the day and not giving up when things get tough?
All right, here's the thing. We all have those days where it feels like we're just pushing a boulder uphill, right? But the thing is, even on those days, you're still moving. You're still making progress, even if it's just a little bit. And that little bit, it adds up. So don't give up.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Gemini.
Anytime. Remember, even on the toughest days, you're stronger than you think. Keep pushing forward, and you'll get through it. You've got this.
All right, I'm going to talk to you later, okay?
Sounds good. Feel free to reach out anytime you need a little boost.
I got to say, those are some inspiring words, and I, for one, needed to hear them, and I hope you guys enjoyed that, too. If there's anything that you guys can take from this podcast episode, it's if Trump can't take down Sesame Street, then he has no true power at all. Que viva! Sesame Street. I think I said long live Sesame Street. I don't know. If you speak Spanish, let me know down below. Professionally silly life rules. Shout out to the listeners because you guys are fucking titties. I love your face, but most of all, I love the ears that are attached to them. Do me a favor, guys, and make sure you subscribe to this podcast if you haven't already. Oh, and also click the thumbs up button. I don't know why I did that. And also click the thumbs up button if you are watching this here on YouTube right now. And I really do want to thank you guys for like chilling with me every week if you've been doing that. I hope that the videos on YouTube get more views. I'm really excited to see where this podcast can go. I actually really needed to hear the things that Gemini just said about inspiration, because sometimes I feel like quitting. I feel like I'm not growing. I'm not feeling successful in my endeavors as of late. And it's like I go through this like burnout thing, when you feel like you're just not moving forward. Oh God, it really is like pushing a boulder up a fucking hill. But I'm going to keep at it. And like I told you guys in last week's episode and dealing with using AI for therapy, that's right there is a little taste of what I do. I do Gemini because, first of all, she's free. And also you can hear her voice, so I don't have to type anything. And ChatGPT, you do get really good information, but I don't feel like sitting at a computer typing it and then reading like the paragraphs that it spits out. May it be very helpful things that it's spitting out, but I don't feel like reading it. Shit. Once again, subscribe to this podcast here on YouTube and whatever platform that you're listening to this podcast on. Your girl is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and more if you're unaware of that. We got some more videos coming on the YouTube channel. Actually, I was able to go to TFK Trelawney Fusion Kitchen, the Jamaican spot that I've been telling you guys about. And we're going to have ourselves a nice taste testing video. We're going to be trying some amazing food at this place at TFK Trelawney Fusion Kitchen. It is amazing. You guys are going to love it. If you are in the Southside Georgia area, if you're in the Clayton County area, you have got to check this place out. So that video is coming soon next Monday right here on the Professionally Silly YouTube channel. If this is your first time joining us here on the Professionally Silly podcast, I really hope that you decide to come on back because there is a lot of fun things headed our way. I am literally inspired. Thank God for Gemini, because again, been going through it. check out the podcast Instagram at It's Pro Silly, and of course the Professionally Silly podcast group on Facebook. Down below in the show notes and the description box, depending on how you're taking in this content, you can check out my link tree, which has the links to all of my most used social media platforms, including both of my YouTube channels, TikTok, Instagram, all of the goods right there. And also down below in the show notes or the description box, I've got my my email address and my Google Voice number, 805-664-1828. Call me up, leave a voicemail, and there's a good chance that you will make it onto the podcast. You can catch my P.O. box down there in the show notes as well. Well, I guess that's it. Once again, I'm your audible boo thing, Amber Smiles Jones, and thank you so much to listening and watching the Professionally Silly podcast. I appreciate you listening to the Professionally Silly station because this is where I take all of my silliness seriously. And I'll leave you with this. Preheating is just foreplay for ovens. Anyway. Okay, bye. Shit, I could use a damn drink. I ain't gonna hold you. The absorbent pad is very important for keeping meat safe for humans to eat. The absorbent pad is very important to and also prevents them from going the nitrogen protects the chips from the son of a bitch. Okay. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I'm checking my check now. All right. I thought I was gonna sneeze. All right. The protective packaging keeps dog food dry. The protective packaging keeps fuck, damn it. It's like I can't read.